Hey, how's it going? Just want to check in today. Missed yesterday. Had kind of a late day at work. Did a late exercise when I got home at like 11 o'clock, but I still got it in. Had some time this morning, so I got on the bike. I did a Lincoln Park ride. It was really cool. I always go there when I need a mental reset. Lincoln Park's been one of those bands that, if you're in your 20s to 30s to 40s or whatever that looks like, they're just kind of a staple of when we were growing up, and like the lyrics just hit hard. Tried so hard. All those songs. There's a song that I discovered recently that's been out for quite some time, called geez, I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, the song goes, "I drive myself crazy thinking everything's about me. Can't escape the panic." But basically, one of the things that it says in the song, go listen to it, it's called Heavy, is that it says that that there's comfort in the panic, right? And sometimes that's true. Like, sometimes we want to live in how tough things are, how hard things are, and we want to live in this constant rotation of just problem after problem after problem. And it's applicable to a lot of things in life, just in general, because people don't want to take steps to move to the next level. They just want to continue living in the chaos, and for some reason that chaos gives them a feeling of comfort, but at the same time it gives them a feeling of discomfort, and it's what people complain about. And so we live in this world where people complain and complain and complain and complain and never do anything about it, and they just stay the same and complain about the same things for 30 years in their life. And that does apply to like a health journey or a weight loss journey as well, because we complain about being overweight, we complain about not feeling healthy, we complain about not having endurance, we complain about freaking, like bending down to tie our shoe, and all of a sudden we get up and we're out of breath, and that's a mind check of like, oh, that probably wasn't good. But we don't really do anything about it. And so, it's really inspirational to know that we have complete control over what happens in our lives. And no matter what you tell yourself, that's completely true. People try and tell themselves all the time that they're stuck and that there's nothing they can do, and they're in this rotation, and they can't lose weight. They try so hard and get so far, and in the end it doesn't even matter, right? Lincoln Park reference. But what it takes is consistency. It's just like anything. I work in sales, and when I started in sales, I wasn't the best. And last year, really cool, just to give myself a pat on the back, I was in my industry, I was one of the top reps in the entire country. And that was really cool. But that's also something that needs to be applicable to other areas in our life too. And specifically for me right now, I'm putting that into my weight loss journey, right? Like, consistent steps every single day, and realizing that, again, we can make 10 steps forward, but eventually we're going to have to step back a little bit and reground ourselves, and we are going to mess up. And that doesn't mean that we have to fall off completely. We don't have to continue to include ourselves in that mental panic that we crave. And to be honest, sometimes it's an addiction. We're addicted to that anxiety, we're addicted to that feeling, and we have the power to be able to stop that. We have the power to end the cycle and in that chain. And my invitation is to do that now. Take the power and say, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore. And we're so quick to stand up for other people. We see videos of tons of bad things, but we see videos of good people all the time standing up for people at a store, or standing up for disabled people, or standing up for their friends and family. Like, it's about time we start standing up for ourselves, to ourselves, a lot of times. And when we beat ourselves down, and we have that mental boxing match, and we're just taking it on the chin and taking it on the chin, and we fall and we get to a 7 count and we have to stand back up, stand up like Rocky, and keep going and keep pushing, because there's no other option. At the end of the day, you're fighting you for you. And you're going to win either way, but you get to choose which version of you wins. And as for me, I'm going to choose positivity and growth and keeping to move forward. And I'm not going to move quickly at times, and I'm not going to move perfectly at times, but I am going to keep moving forward, whether it's a half step, a quarter step, or whether I'm galloping and running. And I invite you guys on this journey with me.